Question 1A. What about all those people live streaming? How does that come into play? Because putting in specific keywords,
Right.
setting that up,
Right.
and reviewing the specific keywords and pulling those posts down is one thing. What about the people that are putting up? I mean, everyone's live streaming,
Right.
but what about the inappropriate live streams? What about the ones that, I mean, as much as we hate to talk about this, the
Suicides. Go ahead and say it. The suicides.
the killings, all this type of stuff.
That's
How
a
does
good
that
question.
number? How does that number 3,000 compared to 2 billion? Because to me, it doesn't scale.
It doesn't seem like it scales. But again, you kind of think that the number of malicious, unintended messages and posts and live streams is less than what we think it is. As far as taking down the videos and attacking that issue, that's probably harder than anything else.
Right.
Because, again, having no idea what Facebook has out there in order to monitor video, you figure they may have something that is, monitoring the video streams,
right,
and has some way of keying it off on it. Of course, you still have keywords. People, unfortunately, if someone is broadcasting one of these incidents, that the people monitoring it and watching it post messages to the person.
Right.
So again, he has something there to kick off a keyword and maybe set up that alert or flag or whatever it is that one of the 3,000 gets to see. But it's Facebook's responsibility then, sure, take it right down.
Right. But I'm wondering, does that 3,000 cover 3 8-hour shifts?
No clue. That's right. What do you do? That's some busy people,
right? Does that number cover bathroom breaks and smoke breaks? And hey, I didn't go on my lunch yet. I mean, we're making light of this, but it's kind of like that number sounds so paltry.
Maybe it does.
To 2 billion active users, Rich.
Maybe it does cover it.
All right. I'll leave it there. Question 2 was about why aren't they getting to the TV game? If you got 2 billion active users.
No one says they haven't yet. That with that kind of subscriber base.
Right.
They can get the attention of anyone out that they would want to.
I think another question for me would be, of the 2 billion active users, how much time, where the rubber meets the road, of the actual time that they spend on Facebook? Because I'm just sitting here saying...
The average user engagement time?
Yes. I'm thinking, you and I were running the ad side of Facebook, or the TV side of Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here and we're rolling out 30-minute shows, 20-minute shows, web shows, nothing that's 2 hours, nothing that's a movie or anything that's going to require, because everyone's attention span is beyond shot.
Right. Yeah.
So I would keep it to like comedians in cars drinking coffee or something like that, like a 15 or 17-minute episode.
Something quick.
Well,
that's like I think you're saying, that attention span, the people, anyone's attention span these days, or the time that they can even dedicate to sit and watch something, especially now with Facebook, because you don't think of Facebook as anything well, at least I don't anymore. Think of Facebook as something, all right, let me go home, sit in my computer and look at Facebook. No. It's what I'm looking at on my mobile device
of course.
For 2, 3, 4 minute times, multiple times during the day maybe, but you're not sitting there and just able to watch any long show per se, the old traditional
media. You're scrolling through on your phone while we're on the train or walking downtown or going to lunch, or you're scrolling through. I mean, per se, I know for you, I know for me, I'm on Facebook even less, where I just click on it, and I hate to say this, but I'll click like and a couple of things, and I'll get out.
And then you're off.
And then I'm off.
I'm a slightly more active Facebook user than that, but I will tend to also do some of the same things. But thinking on it, no, there's nothing that I'll sit and watch longer than probably on average 5 minutes.
Right.
You know, unless you get some long link, which is actually going over to YouTube to some video.
Right.
And then, sure, you may sit there for 10 minutes, you know, or speed through and fast forward through something. It'll be interesting to see if, you know, let's think about this conversation in like 2 years.
Right.
When there's the Facebook network.
Yes.
And they've got some deal with either a sports team or they've developed their own news channel.
Right.
Which I think would be the easiest thing for them to do.
That would be the easiest thing.
Because they already have the feeds from everything going on around the world anyway.
Right.
So you just put it together, aggregate it, and make a news channel, and bam, there you go.
I think you're right. I hate to say it, but it seems like in a video game, Twitter is right now further along than it seems like Facebook is.
Which is interesting.
It seemed like overnight, Twitter flipped the switch. And if you want to see the game of the MLB game of the week, you turn to Twitter and click on broadcast. There it is. You want to see the Bloomberg Network. There it is. You want to see, just over the air channels. They're there already.
It might be because when you think about both subscriber services from their beginnings, Facebook was more a community service. Talk to your friends, friends and family, meet up, messages back and forth, what's going on with everyone's lives.
Right.
Twitter has been more of a news informational service from its beginnings. So it kind of made sense for for the broadcasting and for them to become that kind of media provider first than for Facebook, which actually seems more geared, besides advertising in its own back end ways, but it seems less more of a video production environment on Facebook.
Gotcha. And you listen to Late Night Parents. Ways to listen to the show, latenightparents.com. You go there for the latest blogs and Twitter and Facebook feeds and also all the podcasts.